I am offended because someone else was offended because of something that I wrote that they found offensive. Topic inspired by the YouTubes. Get after it, motherfuckers. I like commenting on a lot of shit. I think 98.5% of everything on the YouTubes, on the interwebs, is bullshit, propaganda, weakness. And I remember commenting on the video. I think there was a BUDS instructor. That's the boot camp training for a Navy SEAL. And that's their introduction, BUDS. I think Basic Underwater Demolition School. And one student died. He wasn't a SEAL. He was a sailor because obviously he has basic to get into there, but I'm not sure if it was already his first enlistment or second enlistment, or switching MOS schools. Don't know. But he died in BUDS. You know what the Marine Corps is good at? You know what we're number one in? We're number one in killing ourselves during training. That's how intense we are. But do you think we say, oh my goodness, someone got a boo-boo, someone died, let's quit, let's become vegans, let's go to Afghanistan and plant flower gardens and hug it out, and you know, let's go to Syria and just say, hey, you know what, let's just switch emojis and cell phones, let's share a Coke or a Pepsi, just like in the commercials, everything's gonna be fine. The Marine Corps exists for a purpose, just like the Navy SEALs exist for a purpose. And whoever the fuck got offended by it, some piece of shit cuck. I don't think that dumbass reflects on before that, the existence of that. Why is there a BUDS? Why are there Navy SEALs? Why are there Navy destroyers, cruisers, battleships, with Tomahawk missiles and Navy Trident submarines? I think each carrying 13 nuclear warheads. And you know, they're active. Those Tridents, they're active. As we speak, they are active. And but the comment that I wrote on there, I probably, knowing me, I think I know me. Because this guy also has a problem with me having this name tape here. If you really served, if you really were part of the Marine Corps. I probably wrote something like, death is nature's way of saying you failed selection, or survival of the fittest, or that's what I have said, survival of the fittest, motherfucker dies. You should have stayed on land, shipmate. But I'm not offended because I just wanted to use the word offensive as if that's any logical reason or conclusion or or if that's even valuable to say that I'm offended. That's wrong. You shouldn't be saying that. And I thought, obviously this guy is too weak, unreliable, or even at the least a liability in a real world combat situation. What if his mission was, the kid drowned. I forget how exactly, but he drowned in the pool. And but if him and his team, whoever he was with, if he made it to a team, SEAL Team 1, SEAL Team 6, Dev Crew, whoever, and they just went as a squad operation. Squad or team, I'm not too sure the number of, if they just call them teams. If a team falls under the battalion, or a team is basically a platoon, which is made up of squads. Squads can vary in size numbers. But let's just say it was him and 5 other frogmen. And the mission is to place explosives on a bridge, booby trap it once other Marines, other soldiers, or other SEALs cross the bridge with their target, their capture, and blow it, or to blow it once their armor is crossing it, exploded with the goods on there, with the general, with their prime minister, their president, their dictator. And it's vital. So this 4, 5, or 6 man team is in charge of the explosives. Let's just say they all roll their ankles, right? Five of the 6, and only he's left. And he's got to go down there now and make this shit happen. Now, do you think this motherfucker's gonna get it done in wartime with booby traps, anacondas, bouncing betties, at night, freezing water, enemy patrols? In wartime, places explosives. If he can't, I'm not too sure what they were doing, what he was doing in the pool during butts that got him killed. But if he can't handle that during peacetime, what good is he? And I'll tell you something that an operator one time told me. Someone who's just beyond just a sailor, or even just beyond your basic Marine, that if you're hurt, you're a broke dick, you're slow, you're weak, you're useless to me. Then no, that's not fucking I know me. What's my range limit? What's been 105 miles, 106, whatever, over 100 miles over a weekend. The hottest I could serve in is 127 degrees by myself. But after hearing some operations from some people, basically a 90-mile sprint over mountains amongst jungles, and packing heavier than me. Nope, I'd be a liability on that. Now, does that mean that I can't train for it? That means that I'm untrained, that I'm not built up for it. And if someone was to call me skinny knees, weak, pathetic, all I could do is just hit the gym, train, condition my legs, and get ready for training. So get ready for the mission, start training, to get ready for selection, to be ready to join the team, to get ready and for a mission. And then somewhere along that line, I called someone skinny knees, a little dick, worthless, what else? Worthless, broke dick, you little pansy, Obama's son, useless. So what? You know, that's the name of the game, man. You know, you could shit over those. I think some pilots were killed recently in Hawaii by some fucking Saudi piece of shit. Got a firearm and killed what? I think one and shot 5. No, I think he killed two Marines. I think he did. A few weeks ago. Weeks or days. Once he killed Marines, active duty, enlisted, reservist officers. Why did he get killed on base? In training, overseas, snipers, IEDs, booby traps. Sailor. You know that there's sailors that commit suicide by jumping off the front of the ship, and the reason they do that, and they're scared of living, the reason that jumping off the front of the ship, right class, how does that ensure that you die if you jump off the front of the ship? Can anyone tell me why that guarantees your death? And sailors would know. So that way, when if you just fall and you're getting knocked out, and then you risk getting court-martialed for what, dereliction of duty, destruction of government property. You do the nosedive from the front of the ship. You'll be sucked up into the engines and turned into to what? What putty? Seaweed sewage. But a hot soup. Because those engines will tear you up. And you know, someone did that. I heard about that when I was in. I remember the commentary was, oh, fuck the piece of shit, weak motherfucker that did it. Fuck him. Mission accomplished. But you know what sucks for? The motherfucker saying to go ahead and clean all that shit up in the engine room. And I agree. You know, me... I faced death more than once. And I think since this wimp who wrote this, he wrote it on one of my channels, on one of my videos, then deleted it. So I'm guessing this piece of shit probably just follows Hollywood and lives in Disneyland and probably thinks, you know, that I'm offensive, I'm not nice, I'm a meanie, and that the world isn't like that. So I probably got to speak to him in Hollywood movie terms. So as to my mindset, You know, when I watched Saving Private Ryan, one of my favorite scenes was when Tom Hanks and the squad that they encountered that bunker that they see, and they could walk around it. But what do? What does he say? He says, "Yeah, we'll walk around it, not be seen, not make contact, but it's gonna open up on some other soldiers, troops, Americans that come across it. So let's take care of it." And he saw the other punks. They were like, "No, no, sir, we could go around it. You know, we don't want to make contact, bad feelings, whatever the fuck, right?" But you know, the character that Tom Hanks played, there are people like that. There are less people like that, and more people like the other motherfucker that are like, "Oh, let's go around it, sir." And shit just needs to get cracked, man. Shit needs to get cracked, and shit needs to get cracked. Get some, prepare to stand by to get some. Light those motherfuckers up. Fuck it, it's such is life, man. No, and even when I have I don't want to say hard times in the civilian world. Challenges is maybe pretty harsh, but I'll say when I have inconveniences, because to me a challenge is maybe if you broke your foot out in national park and you don't have cell phone service, that's a challenge. An emergency will probably be you're active. You're in a school and there's an active school shooter on there, and you've got to fucking handle it, survive or fight. And I think a lot of people don't want to think about this. They just want to think, well, you know what? No. That's not gonna that's not gonna happen. And no, you know what? My dark humor. I don't even want to say my dark. If it's really dark or if it's even humor. It's just my perspective on life is, when I eat at times when I eat a hamburger, and I will continue to eat hamburgers, or chicken or even fish, any fucking animal, lamb. I remember when people said, I forgot where I read this or learned this, but that Native Americans give thank you to their brother and sister, their fellow ox or elk or deer, for giving up their life for them to eat, and that they appreciate their death, and appreciate that cow turn into a delicious In-N-Out In-N-Out hamburger. But how many people can just say, oh, one bite, oh, that's enough, and then just throw the rest of the burger away and not give a fuck about that cow's life? Not give a fuck about it. That they're scared. You ever seen that? You ever seen footage of I should have a little thing on here in the eye. You ever seen how sometimes they panic in the slaughterhouse? And I don't like to watch it, but I watch it to learn. No, but praise be to Allah that I wasn't born a cow. Praise be to Allah that the cow gave up their life, their little piggy, to become bacon for my sausage McMuffin. We don't overlook that. We do overlook it. We don't give a fuck about no cow, no pig, no chicken. But suddenly some wimp dies. Some motherfucker that was ill prepared. Some motherfucker that failed selection. get the court case. But it was actually a Marine Corps drill instructor that actually went to trial. I think it was for 3 murders of his recruits. I think they booked him with murder. And correct me if I'm wrong, I think this was Paris Island. And they said they were crossing either a swamp or a body of water, and that 3 recruits drowned. So what the defense does is that they go and get the most highest decorated Marine, Chesty Puller, C-H-E-S-T-Y, Puller, P-U-L-L-E-R. If he were still alive, it would be an honor to spit shine his boots. I could easily retire if my job was to spit shine his boots. To be his lawnmower person, what's it called? His landscaper. Because that's a dude, not just a dude, that was a warrior. But anyways, defense called him. And Jesse Puller was for the drill instructor. He understood what the drill instructor was doing because he agreed with it. He says that our training needs to be at a level that that gets the recruit ready for real life situations. You know what? Maybe they were shit swimmers. Maybe they didn't. Maybe they were too short. I don't know. Maybe they should have tapped out, or they were hard chargers, you know. But I don't know. But the Marine Corps is out there not to plant rose gardens and to shower the foreigners with rose petals, to come to America to sing Kumbaya, or I don't know, man. But yeah, I'll stick with my commentary. Callous, asshole. Callous, maybe. Jerk, I wear it like a badge. I'm an asshole. If you really know me, you know that I am, but I believe it's balanced out. And I've seen it, man, with my own eyes. Politicians just laugh at this shit. Think it's a fucking game. You know, the same motherfucker that probably this piece of shit they got offended by. This piece of shit that got offended probably votes for. You don't give a fuck. Oh man, this AAV, this armored vehicle is awesome. Oh my goodness. Oh man, we can shoot guns. Are these guns? Wow, it's cool. Let me take a picture, man. Let me take a selfie, that means. If I had these guns, that means I could have easily been a Marine. It's a game, man. It's a game, man. It's whatever, man. I tell people like him, they've been bamboozled. They were bamboozled because they were raised by bamboozled parents. They believe the bamboozlement. But you know, when I show that name tape, to me it's I like showing a part of probably give a background to my way of communicating. Because when the guy brought it up, I was thinking, you know what I really would like to have is if McDonald's ever gave out pins, because I worked there. But if I had a McDonald's pin, I probably should look for a Happy Meal toy and just have one right here. And people say, well, what the fuck you have a Happy Meal toy? Well, McDonald's. Yeah, McDonald's was my first corporate job. First time working for the corporations. And people may think that I'm a knuckle dragging mouth breather, which I am a mouth breather. I have yet to drag my knuckles. And if I was to show you that I was a burger flipper, a reminder, if I could give you a reminder of that, then share with you so you can collect and connect all the stories of my travels, what I've done, my opinion, what it's based off of. No, I like that. I like that. I think so many people just want to, they just want to, I'm trying to think, they feel fit to be a leader like that piece of shit Obama, who was supposedly a community organizer, whatever the fuck that means, to a senator, which is just a fucking, I don't know. I don't know what's up with the politicians, but the ones that I've met, especially Democrats, the ones that I've met, and yes, you will see these people, you will see them on TV. Nope, I've been like, it's just this dude's poetic, man. This guy's real good at selling a show that he cares with that. Probably the only one that I really, really liked that I met was probably Tulsi Gabbard. Tulsi Gabbard. Even though she's hating on Lord Edward Trump. Fuck Tulsi. Where do I come from? Why do I think this or that? Oh, if you're just a toilet scrubber like I was, or a burger flipper like I was, or a dishwasher like I was, to earning this title, and then if I was only, if any Marines out there with a PTSD, I recommend listening to the Jocko podcast. And something that it says on there is something to help alleviate that, balance that out, or override it, is to find your next mission. And for me, out here in the civilian world, nope, you're gonna find a lot of bitches like like that punk that was offended that what I said, that's cold-hearted or whatever the fuck he said. That's wrong. And don't see the cause or try to find the cause as to why does BUDS exist? The Marine Corps, the Corps, Special Forces Selection. Why? Why does it have to be so intense? Keep on listening to your fucking politicians in Hollywood that just want to divide us, further divide us, race bait us. Remember that big beautiful tranny, Michelle Obama, talking about, you know, the white people, they always look at us, or whatever, the Asians look at us and go into their stores like we're gonna steal some. She said some shit like that at some college graduation class. I was like, what the fuck? All right, so what? They're thieves. They got shit stolen. Your president, you know, you're, you know, good. You're the president's cum dumps. You're good. You know, you're not living amongst white people with a majority of white security guards, white Secret Service, and you're not living in the fucked up parts of Chicago or South Central Los Angeles, the fucked up parts of Oakland. The fucked up parts of Oakland, which I've been to. The fucked up parts of South Central Los Angeles where I've done business, hung out, partied, and have friends at. Done business in probably some of the most ghetto parts of Australia. Supposedly, that's according to them. I've yet to do business in Chicago. And at times, it is motherfuckers like this that make me think, you know what? This is a major headache at times where you try to lead by example that, hey, much as possible. You know, but here I'll say that with this. Look, if you're offended by that, no, just I'll tell you what a Spartan mother told an actual Spartan during the famous Spartan times. Something like, you know, if you're scared to go into battle, you know, they would point to the coochie and say, go ahead and crawl up back in there and hide. I'm like, damn. You know, that's what you call patriotism. And that's what you call breeding warriors. But anyways, that's it for now. I'm so offended. I need to go out to my safe space. I need to have a soy latte, a little non-gluten-free bagel, and tweet about this. All right, guys. Have an awesome day. You're amazing, YouTube family. Bye. Motherfuckers. Get after it. Trump 2020.